and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts.
What up, guys? What up, y'all? What up?
The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hood Schifino in at the 2. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Well, you got to love how quick ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. 4-point game. Deflected. They get it back. Clark. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Ware. Now here's Ball. The 3. Drops in the 3. Ball's got 7.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Count it.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
That one drops for them. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And the Hornets making a change here. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Poke loose. Here's Felix. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Tatum against Adebayo. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Felix. Last game out, he had 44. Rebounded by the Celtics. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Here's Brown. Basket's good.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
But Schifino's shot is off.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Here's Felix. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Outside Pritchard. Right at the free throw line. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Brown's gotten his second bucket of the game.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Here's Felix. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He is torching a defense. That simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
There's Tatum with the three. And so it's Charlotte up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, the Hornets enjoying a nice lead here.
That's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Ben Simmons is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's McLeod in at the three, the small forward. Here's Simmons, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've been on a heater of late, 7 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
To the inside, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
You look at Brown, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of nice big finish.
Man! A true playmaker. When ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Celtics trail by 21. Clark, there was no denying the talent of Ben Simmons, especially early in his career.
Yeah, well, even before he started in the college game, everybody knew he had it, the package of potential stardom. He won 3 high school state championships in Florida and was just beginning his journey, and it didn't quite elevate to the level we anticipated.
Outside Simmons. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Charlotte leading by 21. Here's Felix. 20 points for him. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Outside, Brown. Lets the three fly. Ball with the rebound. The Hornets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Drains the triple. Ball's got 12 points.
You know, looking at Ball's numbers, LaMelo takes a bunch of threes, and that really helps his team spacing.
And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Bam Adebayo.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Boston making a switch here. Hood Schifino's checked in. Brown.
Oh, what a throwdown.
Nice.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Felix. And he drives in. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And he gets it back. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Hood Schifino. Hachimura from long range. Hits the trifecta. Hachimura's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to...
Power it home!
Oh, wow! Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Tatum. There's the block. Ball into the lane. Oh, kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Here's Felix. Drills it from deep. Felix has got 27.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Tatum with another miss. The three from Ball. And the Hornets, another three.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. In attack mode, he doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Hornets out in front, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quick.
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And as long as they show me creativity, and it reminds me like a box of donuts, I need something.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Charlotte Hornets. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.